Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Appalachian State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Anger. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Anger. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The play action fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Harris back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Using his legs, it's Freeman. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. caught over the middle. It's Cantrell. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He'll do it himself. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And the Tar Heels couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. He makes a grab. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 11 over West Virginia. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to pass on second down. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Freeman. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Harris will throw. The short hands. It's Lee. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Got it behind the line. It's Yates. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lee. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And back to the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Harris back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They believe they can run right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge stretch it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got a man. It's Cantrell. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes a man miss. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Weeks. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Harris will throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Freeman. fighting off the defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Harris back to pass. Fires to the big fella. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Oh, what a cut! Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He leaves it with the back. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anger. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Harris will throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st down. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake.
And the defense was locked.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Quick handoff. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The give on the option. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Motion from the wideout. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Harris back to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. Hands it off. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't make the connection. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Harris will throw. Oh, they're after him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion is still leaving them with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Anger. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Now this offense is back on the field. Harris back to pass. Makes the catch. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Harris will throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weeks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On fourth down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Harris back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Offense will try to get some momentum going on first and 10. The lone back's got it.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll run for it. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.